Well, there's a new push to change state laws regarding competency in criminal cases.
This comes after charges were dropped in a number of cases involving murder and kidnapping due to offenders being deemed incompetent to stand trial. Right now, state law requires a judge drop charges against suspects found both incompetent and unlikely to be found competent in the future. That happened in the case of Solomon Galligan in Arapahoe County. He was facing kidnapping and child abuse charges after he was caught on camera lunging at elementary school kids in Aurora during recess. But after failing multiple state competency exams, charges were dropped. He is now in a state hospital. A
number of advocates, victims' families, and lawmakers gathered at the Colorado Supreme Court today, pushing lawmakers for changes to the state law. Your reporter Kelly Worthman joins us live in studio tonight. And Kelly, they're worried about suspects like Galligan being released back onto the streets.
Yeah, and they say, Michael, that current Colorado laws have created a revolving door for dangerous criminals, putting our communities at risk. But mental health advocates say safer communities are also created by providing effective care to those with behavioral disorders. Well, now there is a new petition calling on district attorneys to urge Governor Polis to convene an emergency special session to amend or even repeal those laws.
Our communities are not safe.
On the steps of the Colorado Supreme Court, a call for the state's 23 district attorneys to take action.
This is our state, and we can ask and we can urge all these DAs, the ministers of justice here in the state, to do their duty and stand up for justice and stand up for what is right.
Community leaders joining families of victims in their plea for a change to current laws that have allowed violent criminals to avoid prosecution and return to Colorado communities, like Joel Lang, who admitted to running over and killing Christy Kirst in Monument last year, but never stood trial because he was deemed incompetent.
Help me understand how our laws regarding competency can allow for someone who says, and I quote, "I knew I hit her. I knew I was dragging her. I knew it would kill her. I just had to get out of there."
I'm very concerned.
It's a frustration Arapahoe County DA Amy Patton says she understands and agrees with. In a one-on-one interview with CBS Colorado following a high-profile case being dismissed in her jurisdiction, Patton says there needs to be legislative changes to hold people accountable.
It is frustrating that our hands are tied by the way that the state law is.
But community advocates say that's just an excuse, and DAs can do more about the laws putting Coloradans at risk.
And quite honestly, we do know that people deserve compassion when dealing with mental health, but not at the sake of justice.
So the Colorado Parent Advocacy Network launched that online petition overnight, and they say it's directed to district attorneys because they are on the front lines of our judicial system. So far, the network says they've collected more than 1,000 signatures.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much.